Hello there once again. Well, this time we've got a realistic TRC1004 emergency kit in for repair and service and all that. This is one of those things which you put in the boot of the car, and it comes complete with a cigarette lighter adapter and a telescopic aerial which you put on your roof, and it's one of those sets you can just use in an emergency rather than have one permanently fitted. And these work very well, and I probably would say that this is one of the best of the ones like this type of product. I've got the full service manual here, and as ever the realistic manuals are absolutely superb. Now, they had an accident with this. There you are, original instruction book. We'll put that to one side and remember to give it them back. There's the radio. Managed to get it out of the case. That, and you get a cigarette lighter lead to plug into it. Then you're supposed to get a magnetic aerial also to plug into it. Unfortunately, they went under a low-hanging tree and lost the aerial, so one way or another that's going to have to get replaced. You never know, might find another one of those kind of kits, probably even another make one on eBay for next to nothing, incomplete. We'll see what happens. They may even be available new. So this is the set itself. I'm going to unscrew the case and then we'll go through. It's a 40 channel 4 watt set, and then we'll go through the VCO alignment in this part of the video. Right, well, having taken the case off, you have to take the knobs off the case front to split it open like this. We've got it connected up to test equipment, and what we have to do is to get to the hot side of capacitor 71, the positive connection to the tantalum bead capacitor, to set the VCO. The trouble is the tantalum bead capacitor is under that board. Okay, so we turn it around. The tantalum bead capacitor is the far side of that screening cover, and I've thought of a sneaky way out of this. There's a shield plate here. Oh look, we can bend it back. And the tantalum bead capacitor is the blue part, which is only about the third component down. So I reckon we'll be able to get to that without doing any more dismantling. Well, this has to be one of the most awkward ones I've ever come across. So I've got my test prod in there. I'm getting 6.3 volts. It should be 5 volts. So adjusting T7 just to make it more awkward, we're going to have to apply some heat to that because it's not moving. So we'll pause the video once again. Well, I'm afraid I've had to complete that adjustment off camera. It's so awkward to get to. As I said, we've got the positive prod of the multimeter onto the display side of the blue capacitor, the blue tantalum bead capacitor, which is capacitor 71, and that was achieved by unsoldering the top of the screen plate just there, and there's a transistor there, and it's just down there, and it's just around. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Unfortunately, I'm now out of focus. However, we can just see the blue tantalum bead capacitor, which is just down there. So it was to the right is the positive pin of that. So I put the multimeter on there, and then what you do, put the set on channel 40, and you're looking for 5 volts. Transformer 7, and it's a hexagonal induction, and so it's a matter of adjusting that for 5 volts on transmit on channel 40. So there we are, channel 40 on transmit, and it was adjusted for 5 volts. And then we go to receive and we swap over to channel 1, and with the multimeter still on that blue capacitor. We're looking for between 3.5 and 4.5 volts on channel 1 on receive. So it's channel 40 the transmit for 5 volts, and then channel 1 is 4.5, 5 volts on receive, and that's how it's done. And to be honest, I think unless the radio is showing signs of having the VCO out of lock, that's quite well best left alone. Anyway, we'll move over to the transmitter, and that'll be the subject of the next recording.